Icecats. Here's Green, score! Oh, Casey Thursby. Jared Christie opens the score.
Good evening, everybody. All Moccasin fans, welcome into Florence, South Carolina, where your Monroe Moccasins tonight are going to take on the Dee Icecats for Game 2 of this two-game set. Tonight's game is the continuation game of the Friday night game that we had the ice issues in our own zone there in the first period. So the game is going to be picked up right about where we left off, I believe, and continue on from there. No Joseph Furtado tonight. We were having some connectivity issues. So we're going to have Tom Callahan, the voice of the Dee Icecats. He's going to take you through this one, but I will be here for the pregame, postgame, and intermission reports along the way. Pardon me, too. I'm still a little under the weather. Last night, the Moccasins won 5-2 over the Dee Icecats. PD scored twice. Moccasins had 5 of their own. Hagen Moe scored goal number 14 and 15 on this season. Jamie Dorsey added his second of the season, and Andrew Ballant added an empty netter for the game sealer. Ty Masternak with the win, his win number 14. He's now 14-4, 0-3. Brendan Colgan gets the loss for the Icecats. Also, the Athens Rock Lobsters did lose last night, so we were able to gain a little bit of steam on them. We're only 5 points out of the first place slot as we speak right now as we come in tonight too. The Icecats 72 points in 4th place. The Moccasins are in 2nd. We're pretty much locked in 2nd as of right now. We can move into 1st. That's definitely doable, but we cannot drop down. We are pretty much locked in 2nd at the very worst to finish the season out. Icecats come in with a power play of 22%, a penalty kill 80%. Opposed to the Moccasins, 25% on their power play and 85% on the penalty kill. Our special teams tonight goal there is stay out of the penalty box as always. Take care of business, get out of here with 3 more points, and head on next weekend to Columbus. Players to watch tonight for the Dee Icecats. Legov's got 33 goals and 50 assists for 83 points, which is pretty dynamic. Opposed our top leading scorer right now, Carlos Ferneras, 21 goals, 49 assists, 70 points. Followed by Jared Christie with 31 goals, 37 assists, 68 points. Like I said last night, Ty Masternak with the win. Not quite sure yet who our goaltenders are this evening, but if I had to guess, I think the starting goaltender last week, or last Friday, it feels so long ago, was Ty Masternak. He may be going again. If not, we will go back with Chris Branch on the other side. Wouldn't doubt it if the Icecats did come up with their netminder Parker Rutherford, who on the season he's 500 at 7-7, 0-1 with a 3.95 goals against average and 89% save percentage. So either way, this is another game that we've been looking forward to. Like I said, this is the continuation game. This is kind of like the bonus game of the weekend. I know we had those hour-plus long delay on Monday. Hopefully they got all those ice situations all fixed up. But like I said, no Joseph Furtado tonight. You'll have me in the pregame, the postgame, and during the intermission reports briefly, kind of recap the periods and let you know what we need to look for and what's coming on tap. But the Moccasins look here to improve on their record. Currently 32-8-4, 2-0 with 105 points. Their away record right now, they are 16-3, 3-1, whereas the Dee Icecats are 22-22, 4-1, and their home record is 14-9. So Moccasins look to take this one here, gather on 6 points. Let y'all enjoy the pregame ice graphics and the anthem and puck drop momentarily. And like I said, Tom Callahan, the voice of the Icecats, will go ahead and guide you guys through for the rest of this one. You know, sometimes we do have some issues here and there. It's all part of the experience, but nonetheless, we appreciate all those that will be listening tonight on our usual outlets, YouTube, KNOE, radio side of 103 Rocks, and anybody watching tonight over Tailgaters. Welcome in, everybody, and enjoy tonight's broadcast, and I'll see you all at the intermission.
And now, it's time to meet the 7-hour Bruins starting lineup for your Dee Icecats. And forward, number 19, Nick Dello. Forward, number 23, Drew Wells.
And so there's the starting lineup brought to you by Seminar Brewing. Want to say hello to the Monroe side as the Moccasins fans joining us here for the continuation of this game. So Tom Callahan here with you, and we'll take you guys through the finish of this game, postponed from Friday till today. And we are the late game going on here. It's almost time for the national anthem presented by your local State Farm agent, Austin Wilson, as they roll out the carpet. And once we get to that, just a reminder, 11:39 will be up on the clock. So already having played that 8 minutes and 21 seconds of time on Friday night, the game is scoreless. All the stats count. Everything counts from Friday. The lineups must be the same as Friday. This is the continuation of a suspended game. And so that is why you will see that time on the clock when we start. All right, time to head down to the ice now for the national anthem, presented by your local State Farm agent, Austin Wilson.
Thank you. Fans, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem, brought to you by Austin Wilson State Farm, and being performed tonight by Bill Godwin. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, anthem in the books. And that is presented by your local State Farm agent, Austin Wilson. We've already gotten through the Seminar Brewing starting lineups. And so as the lights back on here at Florence Center, we're going to have a quick, I believe, presentation down there on the ice. Very ceremonial puck drop here.
All right, fans, please turn your attention to the benches for tonight's ceremonial puck drop. Please welcome Steve.
And so as we get ready to go with that, let's talk about the goaltenders war tonight, shall we? Parker Rutherford getting the nod, 7-7-0-1. So everything the same, records and everything. .893 save percentage, 3.95 goals against average, and a shutout. And Chris Branch back in net for the Moccasins, still 3-0 with a .931 save percentage and a 2.17 goals against average to go with a shutout to his credit as well. And so we are at 11:39. There we go, up on the clock. We are resuming the game from Friday night. First period action, as always, presented by your PD area GMC dealers. We are professional grade. Icecats wearing the baby blue uniforms, rolling right to left on your radio dial. Want to say hi to everybody listening to us on Cumulus as the crowd ready to go here. Monroe in the white road uniforms. We are underway. Moccasins will swing it in, and Rutherford will leave it aside. Icecats looking to move on the right wing. Welsh getting it ahead in space. Abdella tipping it through center, and it'll be fired back in by Monroe. Puck around to the near side, off the skate there, and played ahead. Gullo with a feed onto the right wing to Welsh. Welsh cutting it over the line, sends it around the rim. Gullo on the left wing, can't come up with it. Monroe looking to clear, but Pizzamenti got there to cut it off. Gullo on the left side, tried to center. That one is blocked. Carried in behind the net by Frankel. He'll try the far wing, and now Monroe, the outlet to center. Turner up with it, and he puts that one off a leg. Didn't get it too deep. Frankel has to peel back out as everybody heading to the change here. Abdella will bank it back onto the right side. Pop-off out through center, and now puck tipped on. Cutting up the left side, here's Marcinkiewicz in with a wrist shot, and that one was blocked off a leg. And now we get a penalty call here, I believe. Unless that was an extremely late offsides whistle. Well, I think it was indeed an extremely late offside whistle. Okay. 9:19 into the first period. Still scoreless here in this one. Zychik out there with Frolov and Legov, wins that back. McGill Diaz will fire it around the rim. Puck onto the left side, and Monroe able to move it away through center. McGill Diaz trying to track back on it. He's got forecheck pressure on him, but does get it out over the line. Cross ice pass, looking to get it through to Frolov. Didn't get through. Dumped in past Rutherford. Hamilton around to the far side. And now Legov ahead. Zychik trying to put it in deep, and that one was blocked by Matcham. And the puck disappears. I believe it ended up on the Monroe bench, so we'll get another whistle here. And a face-off in front of that Moccasins bench, just outside the blue line. Not quite to the halfway point of this first period. Scoreless here between PD and Monroe. Houston Wilson out there with Elijah Wilson. And Patrick Marcinkiewicz as that puck is won back. Onto the left wing side, here's Razilov setting it cross ice. Marcinkiewicz tipping it off into space. That's actually Legov staying out there with them. Legov on the right side, carrying it deep. Legov around to the left wing, all the way up top into the slot. To his right over Marcinkiewicz. The one time he ripped it high around the rim it goes and down the ice. So Razilov outlet to center. That one was deflected, but well behind center. That's an icing call as Asp back for the touch on it. And that's going to get us to our first break of the period here. 9:40 to go in this opening frame. PD and Monroe scoreless. We'll be back with more in a moment. This is Icecats Hockey.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Experience the
Back here on Icecats hockey, Tom Callahan here with you, scoreless in the first period, about halfway home here. PD controlling the puck in their own end as we come back to play. Around the rim it goes, off a skate to center, and now breaking up the right side, here comes Houston Wilson. Wilson in over the line with a wrist shot, save made, big rebound sitting in the slot, not out of danger yet. Marcinkiewicz with it, to his left, falls down, maybe pulled down in the dot, no call coming. Legov wheeling up top with it, to his right, on the backhand, curls at the half wall. Legov back across, leaving it right point, De La Savita. De La Savita backhands into the right corner. Marcinkiewicz slot, quick shot, and that one is ripped wide on the stick side. Legov on the rebound, pestered by Asp. He's able to get it to center. Legov will regroup. Monroe changing it up here. It's tipped on ahead. Houston Wilson into space. Marcinkiewicz tried to wheel it back. Legov to his right. He carries in over the line. It rolls away from him. Right side corner. He'll backhand it around behind the net. Asp trying to reverse it back to that far side. And now the Moccasins up through center. Gerstein turned it over at center, and it's sent back down. Popoff after it. During the break, Jordan Popoff, a little honor on the scoreboard, a graphic up there for his 100th FPHL game. Congratulations to Jordan Popoff as he hit the century mark in last night's contest. Got to see his dad, Craig, last night. I don't know if Craig was able to stay for this part of the game today, but always good to catch up with him. And love seeing him come down here. Of course, I know him from my Columbus days, and always good to catch up with Craig when he comes down and say hello. And I want to say hello to the entire Popoff clan. Love having Jordan as a part of this team. Wearing number 25. He's got the puck right now in the near side corner. He'll play that ahead. The pass was missed, and that should be an icing call. Indeed, it is. 7:50, 5-0 to go here in the first period. Face-off will come back down, it looks like, to the right. Parker Rutherford.
Let's get it down on a Sunday, come on!
So it'll be Abdella out there with Popoff. Gullo in for the face-off here. And it's won back by Monroe. Pushed to the line, and they do keep it onside. Pretty close to the stripe there. Pizzamenti can't clear it out. Puck tipped down low. Just missed on that far side. Forneris couldn't get his stick to it. And it goes out to center. Monroe trying to regroup quickly in their own end. And they'll push ahead. In on the right side again. Into the corner. Behind the net, McGuire up after it. Trying to tie it up around the rim. Right point. Quick shot and a glove save. Matthews putting that one in on net. Rutherford saw it the whole way, and he'll hang on. 7:21 to go in the first. Icecats hockey is brought to you in part by Gatorade, the official thirst quencher, by XGen, the official recovery and rejuvenation partner, by Celsius, the official energy drink, by Pepsi, the official soft drink, and Pepsi Zero, the official soft drink of Icecats goaltenders. Zychik directing traffic out there before this face-off to the left of Rutherford. In there for the draw, he wins it back away from Christie, and that one is flung up in the air out to center. Big hit there by Frolov as he knocks his man down, and the puck is dumped in. Out to play it behind the net. Branch trying to leave it there. PD up on the forecheck aggressively here, looking to get this puck to the left point. A shot coming in by Hamilton, blocked in front. Rebound, quick chance, save made as Branch was on the spot there. Stops Zychik. Puck at center, and Zychik will pull it back down. Miguel Diaz with pressure here, trying to get away from Christie. He does. Nick McGill-Diaz will wedge that one into the left side corner. He'll stay up after it. Sending it around to the right wing. Icecats waiting on the wall. Has a little space. Backhand right up the slot, but was deflected. That allows Monroe a chance to clear to center. Turned right back in from there by the Icecats as they will grab the change in behind the play. 6.5 to go in the first. Scoreless so far here at Florence Center. PD's trying to bring some physical play here, throwing some hits out there and finishing those checks. Never a bad thing. Pass missed Elijah Wilson. Right back the other way. Here comes Monroe. Here's Mo cutting to his left. Della Savita took it away. And now up the left side, Legov to Della Savita. He's got help. Feeds it right side. Backdoor pass, a shot. And how did that not go in? Looked like Monroe's D got a piece as it's cleared back out. And now a race the other way. Here comes Frankel. Frankel, off-angle chance and a shoulder save, Rutherford. Oh my goodness, shades of the chance that PD had yesterday. Left pad save Rutherford. Another chance off angle by Mo. Went right across the other way. It's turning into a bit of a track meet here right now. Wilson onto the left side. Marcinkiewicz, Legov. Legov in front, and he couldn't connect with Marcinkiewicz. Puck at the right point, kept him by Popoff. He'll drive the right side wall. Feeds it down low. Houston Wilson, near side corner. Trying to work it up the boards. Frankel looking to clear it along. Puck rolls free at the dot. Marcinkiewicz quickly over to grab it. Tied up on the wall. Puck pops up in the air. Wilson, and a boarding call coming up here. It's Houston Wilson hit from behind there. Monroe is going to be shorthanded. Extra attacker out. Rutherford to the bench. Legov in the high slot. He's knocked down as well. I don't think we'll see two, but we could. And now a chance through traffic. Blocked. Came right back. How about another one? Houston Wilson leave it off into space. Icecats will work it around. Legov wheeling to the right side. Here's Marcinkiewicz to his left. High slot through traffic. Tipped wide into the corner. Poked away and finally touched by Monroe. We will get the penalty call here. It will indeed be boarding with 4:53 to go in the first. So when we come back, PD to the power play, scoreless. This is Icecats hockey.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Back here on Icecats hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. We've got 4:53 to go in the first, scoreless, and the first power play of the game belongs to the PD Icecats. Welcome to the Chick-fil-A power play. Frankel into the box, 2 minutes for boarding. Icecats will control the puck to start things out here. At the left point, Marcinkiewicz over to the right side. Legov, Frolov, Zychik out there as well. Working around to the left side and on the wall. Frolov trying to work it down into the dot. There's a shot, and that one is deflected away by the D to the right side wall. Marcinkiewicz over there on it. He'll play it around, and again, PD to the near side. Legov delays, feeds it back across off a skate, ends up in the right side corner, up top. Icecats will go to work setting it back up. Marcinkiewicz quickly to the left side. Legov into the corner. Zychik looking to put it in front, curls back on the left wing, left half wall. Legov. Zychik in front, bouncing puck in the slot, and it's cleared out by Monroe. Good second effort there to get it down the ice. Marcinkiewicz back. They'll feed Legov on the left side. Frolov still out there as well on the change here. Houston Wilson out there as the puck cleared off of him and down the ice, and now the rest of that Icecats power play unit will change up. Wilson pressured in behind the net. Now he takes off. Wilson in over the line, cutting to his right. Leaving it into the slot, Gullo. Gullo on the right half wall, trying to work it into the corner over there. Wilson also in the pile. Puck rolling to the right point. Hamilton quickly up on it, feeds it onto the left side. There's a chance coming in, sent wide by Marcinkiewicz. Around it goes to the point again. Hamilton holding. He'll slide it around the rim. Icecats trying to cycle on the right side. Gullo on the boards. Looking up top. Quick shot and a save made there by Branch. Rebound is cleared down the ice once again. 14 seconds to go in the power play. As we approach 3 minutes left to go in the first period. Scoreless Monroe and PD. Here's Hamilton. On to the left wing side. McGill Diaz will send it around the rim. Power play comes to a close. Icecats 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Right point, Hamilton fakes, delays, stops, now backhands it down the wall. A chance side of the net. They try to jam it in front, and that was blocked. And again, a chance to clear here. Puck does get out over the line, and Turner will send it the rest of the way down. Both teams change it up. Hamilton around to the near side. McGill Diaz will feed it ahead. Pizzamenti. Puck tipped on into the right wing corner. Welsh couldn't come up with it. Back at center, De La Savita off a skate. Can't handle. Now a chance perhaps for Monroe on the left side. Mo trying to leave it off into space. Centering attempt. There's nobody there for it. Drifts all the way to the right point. Kept in there. Matthews a shot. Left pad save. Mo jamming at the rebound. Couldn't get it to go. Razulov with an outlet through center. 2:02 to go here in the first period. Quickly up on the forecheck. Welsh into the corner. Prevents the clear. And now the contact down there. Puck into the pile as they try to dig it out. Squirts free to the near side. Here's Welsh. Half wall slot. Quick shot. That's blocked. Comes back onto the left wing wall. And again fed behind the net. The backhand to the front. And that one is cleared out by Monroe. And a race back the other way here is easily won there. And Frolov will back up into his own end. Trying to move it into space. Welsh had it taken away. PD trying to change. Long shot in on Rutherford. And he says, I'm going to hang on to this. That'll allow the Icecats to finish the change here. 1:27 to go in this opening frame. Brought to you by your PD area GMC dealers. Scoreless so far. Shots 10-5 in favor of Monroe. Face-off coming up to the right of Rutherford. Houston Wilson in for the draw and wins it away from Christie, but Monroe steals it. There's a shot, but that is blocked by Wilson as he chops at it, gets it over the line. Legov ahead. Here's Marcin Kevics, right side, trying to cut in on goal, and he had that knocked away into the corner. Christie chops it off the dasher, does get a roller back down the ice to center. Abdella backing up on it. He'll try to play it ahead quickly here. And Wilson knocked down. And looks like he's all right. For a second there, it looked like he was hurt, but he's all right. Under a minute to go in the first period. As the puck dumped down, will it be icing? No. Monroe up after it. They end up with the puck. Here's a chance for the Moccasins. A shot off the tip of the mitt there on Rutherford. Rebound free on the near side. Wilson onto the wing for Marcin Kevics. Cuts around the D. Marcin Kevics, a backdoor feed. Didn't connect with Legov. Legov to the right side corner. Shakes free of Asp. Puts it right up top, and it was over the stick of Hamilton. And down the ice it goes. Marcin Kevics turning quickly. 30 seconds in the period. Trying to dance it over the line. He gets through and ends up getting knocked down. Monroe back the other way. They've got a mini 2-on-1 developing. And that puck leaks away. And now a shot that is deflected ends up in the near side corner. Well, that one almost handcuffed Rutherford. As Legov saw the hit coming there, stepped away from it. And now back comes Monroe charging him with a shot. Deflected off Wilson. Goes wide of the net. Into the far corner, Legov on it. 4 seconds to go in the period. He'll just get that one out down the ice, and that'll do it. So we will head into the first period intermission here with this game still scoreless. But pretty frantic action. And for a little while, the two teams trading chances up and down the ice. A great crowd into it here tonight so far, with 20 minutes officially in the books now. PD and Monroe scoreless, and we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go back through the numbers of that first period for you. Plus, we've got a pretty hefty out-of-town scoreboard here, especially if you're a college basketball fan. Get your bracket ready, because I'm going to tell you whether or not it's still intact. So stay tuned. Scoreless after one. This is Icecats Hockey.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like NormaTec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let Advanced Audiology and Hearing Aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
Welcome back in, everybody, to a quick intermission report here. Pete Fricano, no Joseph Furtado this afternoon, but I'm going to pop in and give you guys a little insight on the first period, which was the continuation period of the game that was on Friday to be held, and you could actually see with the camera work if you're watching the game right now on KNOE or YouTube. Not so much if you're listening on 103 Rocks, but there was some, it looked like it was down to the concrete as far as the ice surface was concerned to the left of the net on the Moccasins end, but that seems to be all fixed and repaired and good. And you're watching now, you're enjoying a little cheerleading competition, but 0-0 your score at the end of the first period. Moccasins led that one in the shots on goal category, 10-5. There was a power play for the Icecats halfway through that very shortened first period frame, which the Moccasins killed off successfully. So there's not a whole lot going on in that first period. Like I said, Parker Rutherford is your starting goaltender for the Icecats, and Chris Branch returns again for the Moccasins. Like you heard Tom Callahan say, if you're whatever the rosters were as far as the Friday games, those were the lock. Those were exactly the same players you needed to put on the ice for this afternoon's game as well. So nothing can be changed or altered from those two games, or those two time slots rather. So quick check on the out-of-town scoreboard. There's only one other game in order right now. Twin City Thunderbirds are up 6-1 in the third against the Biloxi Breakers. Poor Breakers still struggling to get anything going. But this game has implication for PD, because if the Icecats lose this one, the Thunderbirds get to gain a little bit more steam on the Icecats here, who's the Thunderbirds are the number 5 seed right now, sitting out on the outside looking in with 64 points, where the Icecats have 72. They could get 67 by the end of the night and make it really close with PD, and there's your race there for 4 and 5 at the end of the season. I'm not certain you're going to see PD be able to move up to the number 3 spot, which is owned right now by Columbus with 90 points, who now sits 15 points behind the Moccasins, who are sitting in second place. A Moccasins win today would just put us 2 points out of first place against the Rock Lobsters. Very, very busy weekend next week as we look ahead to that as well. And we're going to have a Friday, Saturday in Columbus, which another one we'll have circled on that calendar. And it looks like a Sunday in Athens, and a quick turnaround for Tuesday in Athens once again on the 31st. So quickly, the month of March is about to end for us, and we are going to be pushing into April with just 2 home game series left, one against the River Dragons at the very 1st of April, and then the 10th and 11th against the Rock Lobsters to finish off the season finale. Also, the playoffs will start the following week, and we will get all the information on that probably, I would assume, that Monday, or maybe even earlier if we could all figure out where everybody's going to sit. But that last series might actually go ahead and determine who's first and second for the season. You know, we've been looking at that one on the tilt, and that one could decide the first and second place finish for the season. Once again, that's your really quick intermission report as we look there. As we sit, number one, the Rock Lobsters sit there, and the Rock Lobsters, the Moccasins, the River Dragons, and the Icecats, and the Icecats and the Thunderbirds, like I said, battling out for that 4 or 5 slot. That could be an interesting race as well. The Moccasins played very well and had the number on the Thunderbirds. So either way, we're looking forward to whatever this rest of the season gives for us, and whatever the playoffs come to. I believe this team's ready for the task. We need to get a little healthy. I know some of the boys are banged up, but that's all part of the hockey world. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a quick pause here, and I will see you all once again at the second period intermission. This is Moccasin Hockey.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got. Come on in. And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty and Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on the golf side.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health. Located in West Monroe, we offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty and Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, Go Mocs.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Welcome back here for second period action presented by Bud Light. Tom Callahan here with you at Florence Center as it is scoreless after one period of play. Icecats and Moccasins back out there together. Icecats will roll left to right on your radio dial in period number 2. Parker Rutherford in the net down to my left. And down to my right, Chris Branch. Both goalies with the donut intact so far. Shots 10-5 in favor of Monroe. And only one power play in the game. I kind of, thinking about how the second period might go. And just trying to predict the trends. Looking at what we saw a little bit of fire wagon hockey there, right? For a couple of shifts, it was trading chances up and down. A lot of skating, a lot of using the speed, which, quite honestly, doesn't hurt the PD Icecats. They do have a lot of speed. However, it's not their preferred mode. This team is most effective when they put pucks in deep. They go win those board battles and then generate some scoring chances. But I think we might see it start to get a little more physical. Now, keep in mind, this is only the second time these two teams have played against each other the entire season, and it's the only time they will play against each other in the regular season. So there's not a lot of long-term animosity with a long shot in on Rutherford that he hangs on to there, but certainly the possibility grows here in the final game of the weekend set. Physical action could definitely be picking up here. Face-off will be to the left of Rutherford. Puck back to the point, shot coming in. That hits a body on the way through. Turnaround chance in the slot, and that one pushed over to the far side. Pop-off on it. He'll backhand it up. And not out of the zone, kept in by the Moccasins. Mo chasing it behind the net. He puts his man into the glass. Puck on the near side. Marcin Kevics to try to backhand it around in the reverse, but it'll be kept in again by Forneris on the right wing side. He looks to slide it down towards Mo. Monroe changing in behind the play here. Forneris after it behind the net. PD having a heck of a time getting out of the zone right now. Finally, they'll try to lift a wedge out, but still not out. Kept in at the right point. Monroe turning it into the slot, finally turning it over, and now Gullo stretch ahead. That one is tipped down right in on goal. Branch elects to play it away in the backhand. Over to the far side, and down the ice it goes. Bouncing back to PD. They'll dump it in and change here. Branch out to leave it in behind the net. Left side, McGuire's going to play that one ahead. Tossed in from center there by Ballant and behind the net. Icecats quickly the other way. So it looks like a little bit of pitch and catch right now. Puck turned over in the slot, but unable to do anything with it there. Elijah Wilson had it knocked away. Right side pass finds Wilson again. He'll spin away from the forecheck pressure here. Now move it behind the net's high check. They'll send it around. And a chance in front. Wilson is driven right into the goaltender, into the net, and the net comes off. And Elijah Wilson's had enough. And now Branch is going to jump on Wilson. And the linesmen get in there pretty quickly. I'll tell you what, Matcham was not letting Elijah Wilson get out of there, and Branch was trapped in his own net, which, again, as a goaltender, I hate when my defensemen do that to me. That drives me crazy. But Matcham was holding Wilson against the post, so Wilson finally shoved the net off to try to get away from it, and then turned around to give Matcham the business, and as soon as he did, then Branch jumped on him. Nothing coming out of it, though. No penalties. Just things are getting a little ornery out there, as I had predicted it might. Matcham's going to play it back across on the right side. Matthews, his pass tipped on into the PD end of things. Here's Christie up after it. Far side corner, sends it right up through the D, and down the ice it goes. Matcham looking on the left side. That tip, no icing. So PD's got to hustle back here. Try to turn things around quickly to center. Houston Wilson tips it on left side. Driving all the way around behind the net. Out the near side. Legov leaving it out down for the right point. Delasavita in front. A shot. Oh, nice save on the doorstep there by Branch. Got it with the left pad and was able to squeeze the puck to the ice for the whistle. 2:27 into period number 2. Still scoreless here. Well, it's not that you're unlikely to hear the tragically hip at a hockey game, but Wheat Kings is not something you usually hear, although it is one of my favorites, so I appreciate it being played. It's just a little more mellow tune, you know? Brings it down a little. All right, face off to the left of Branch, and stepping up Elijah Wilson tried for a shot there. That was blocked, comes into the corner. Zychik trying to poke it free. On the wall, Forneris digging. McGuire about to the line. That is kicked back in by McGill-Diaz. Second effort, and now it's bumped out by McGuire. Wilson has to wait. Now he drives into the backhand. Had the puck slapped off his stick, and it drifts free to Asp. Asp banks it around behind the net. A lot over on the wing. Turning back, Forneris behind his own net. He'll step right up the middle. And now Monroe breaks the zone. Moccasins trying to move in, poked away right back out to center by PD. Asp will dump it in. Both teams work on a change here. Onto the near side. Icecats bouncing puck near side. That one is turned towards center. Asp stepping up as Zychik dumps it in. Right side corner is Robinson in after it. Robinson had it poked away from him, and McGill-Diaz will fetch back at center. Gullo steps into the right side, looking in front. Wrist shot, sent it wide. Ends up at the left point. Kept in at the point there by Welsh. Gullo, quick shot, and a glove save Branch. No rebound there. So the face-off will be to the right of Branch. Still scoreless here, and we are now 3:43 into the second period. Christie in for the face-off here across from Gullo. And nope, we don't like that one. Let's do it again. Face-off is controlled by Monroe. They'll move it out to center. Here comes Pick. Pick in over the line, and that is offside. Face-off will come just outside the Icecats' blue line. Gullo digs in for it here. And he wins it back. They'll go D to D and up the right side. Popoff tried to dump it in, went right off the shin of Pick. He's got to go back all the way into his own end for it. There's quite a bit of mustard on that one. Robinson on the left side now. He'll fire it around the rim. Onto the near side corner. Up after it. It's kept low by Welsh. Robinson centering attempt popped up in the air, and Gullo couldn't knock it down. Christie back on the right side, trying to step in. Wide on the right wing. And he is just wrapped up and put into the boards over there. Nice job by Abdella. Now back the other way, PD at center. But puck is turned right back in. Sargent took it away from Robinson, and that allows Monroe a chance to get a change here. Pass at center is deflected on Sargent, wheeling in the right side, lost it at the blue line, trying to move into the zone. Legov back for the Icecats. Legov into the slot, put it behind Houston Wilson. He'll pick it up off the dasher. Wilson cycles it around behind the net. Marcinkiewicz looking in front for Legov. A shot and a save made. Rebound to the left point. And now into the slot, Marcinkiewicz to his left, now cutting back the other way. Marcinkiewicz tried to feed it through the traffic. It's blocked, however, picked up Legov. He's got a chance. He scores! Alex Legov with a wrist shot that beats Branch over the shoulder, and it's 1-0 Icecats. Alex Legov's got his 34th goal of the season. 5:15 time of the marker. And Legov now with a 13-game point streak, 8 goals, 19 assists, 27 points in that span. So the Icecats strike first, and they've got a 1-0 lead. Icing whistled here. 5:27 into the second. We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment. 1-0. PD in the lead. This is Icecats hockey.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Back here, it's 1-0 at PD Icecats. Legov the goal with a shot over the right shoulder of the goaltender Branch. Assist to Jordan Popoff and Patrick's Marcinkiewicz at 5:15. Marcinkiewicz now has an 18-game point streak with that assist. So, boy, he's really got it going. 18 goals, 19 assists, 37 points. 18 straight games with a point for Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Draw coming up to the left of Parker Rutherford. And the Icecats control it. They'll dump it to center. Matthews will feed it over to the right side as the Moccasins tag up. They try to push back in. Matcham will shove it side of the net. Rutherford elects to try to clear it away himself. Puck on the far side. Bounced up towards the point. Kept in. Shot wide of the net. And around it wraps onto the left wing side. Now cleared out down the ice. Branch is going to leave it there. No icing here. PD is going to call for at least a partial change. Frolov out there. Up on the forecheck here. Fornaris at center with it. It ends up back with Matcham. He'll play it over to the right side. And Matthews will fire it in. Rutherford has to make a save on that long shot. PD regroups. Monroe is changing. Frolov with a quick feed ahead. And now here they come with speed. In on the left side, McGill Diaz. Looking to center. It goes all the way across. And out the other side, Asp will lift one ahead for Christie. He knocks it out of the air, trying to cut through the D. Puck is loose. A shot. Rutherford the save, and he'll cover. Parker Rutherford having to be sharp in the other end. 6:26 into the second period. 1-0. Icecats in the lead. Icecats hockey is brought to you in part by Propel Water, the official water, by MUSC, the official medical provider, by McLeod Fitness Center, the official workout facility, Gorgat Distilling Company, the official distillery, and Powers Properties, the official housing partner. Puck at the right point. That one hits the linesman, and a favorable bounce here for the Icecats as it goes to center. But back in comes Monroe. Christie on the right wing. He's pulled down over there, and the first power play of the game coming for the Moccasins. Abdella into the box. 2 minutes are tripping. So on to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill, where at 79.5%, the Icecats are 8th in the league. 24.6 on the power play is 3rd for Monroe, and they get a chance to try to tie this game up. 6:41, time of the call. It's cleared down the ice, and now a race. Branch is going to come out and try to play it away. He runs into Marcinkiewicz, and Houston Wilson over. Branch is now just casually getting back to the net. Needed a little bit of help there. That was a hairy moment. And in the other end, a power play goal for Monroe right off the rush. So Branch maybe got the adrenaline flowing for the Moccasins fans there as he came out to play it, but it all worked out in the end as it's Andrew Ballant with the power play goal. And this game is very quickly tied up at 1. Well, that didn't take long at all. And that will be his 22nd goal of the season. Well, Fornaris and Branch pick up the assists. PD trying to push back in here. So a rare goaltender apple on that. So I guess it all worked out in the end. But the Icecats have got to figure out a response here. Instead, Fornaris pushes back in for Monroe. To his left, holding on at the line of shot, deflects into the left wing corner. Ballant after it, into the slot. Fornaris with a wrister, that's deflected wide. Puck up to the right point, a bouncer there, and it is indeed once again kept in. Fans trying to rally the Icecats here and get them going. 7:55 into this second period. 1-1, Monroe and PD. Puck tied up on the wall, fed to the point, kept in up top. Asp with a shot wide of the net, rebounds right up through the crease, and that'll be taken away. Della Savita getting it through center. Slapped ahead on the right wing side. Houston Wilson chasing into the corner. He's up by himself. He'll try to eat it for a moment here, but had it swiped away by Christie, who flings it off the glass to the line, and it bounces out and over. Stolen right back, though. And now here's Marcinkiewicz, left side, in with a shot, and a blocker save. Branch, puck goes out of play. Boy, Marcinkiewicz was looking to go high stick side on Branch right there, but goaltender stayed tall, made the save. 8:28 left to go here in this second period. Draw to the right of Branch. Monroe will control. Matthews trying to clear. Cut off by Marcinkiewicz on the left side. Marcinkiewicz in the low dot area. Houston Wilson on the far side. Stolen away, though. And now back the other way. A lead for Pick. Pick up into the left side corner. Up on the forecheck here. As PD moving it around to the far side. Gerstein over there. And now it's sent up the near wing. And a bouncing puck there. Moved ahead. Here comes PD in on the right wing side. Wilson stretching for it. He'll try to move it into the slot. Marcinkiewicz fed the point, but he fed it away from Abdella. And he'll have to retreat, pop off right side. Wilson trying to kick it to Marcinkiewicz. Frankel intercepted, turned the other way. Here's Mo with a chance, and he ripped it high to the glove side. Might have even caught the post on the way by. And now we get a whistle offside. And boy, I tell you what, PD does not want to continue to trade chances like this on the rush. I'm sure they're trying to get things settled out there a little bit right now, but passes just crisscrossing the neutral zone. And I'll harken back to our conversation with Gary Graham before the game and talking about how Monroe really was clogging up that neutral zone, just trying to throw 3-4 guys, make it difficult to get pucks through. And that is the recipe here again tonight. That's what they're doing. They're making it tough. And when the Icecats try to go for those cross-ice passes and they miss on a lead here, but no icing. Gullo following it up on the left side. Bouncer in his skates. He had trouble with it. Turned back the other way. Frankel ahead off of Mo. But quickly back. PD moving in on the right wing side. There's a wrist shot. Blocker save. Rebound in the slot. Scooped away by Mo. Gullo trying to get to it. Can't. Frankel on the right side. Runs into a big hip check from Hamilton at center. McGill Diaz up the glass. A bouncer moved away. Chasing on the right wing side is Welsh. Welsh cutting in around behind the net. Still with it out the far side. All the way up top of the zone. Welsh to his right with a wrister. That one wide of the net. Welsh couldn't get to it again as it's played away to Mo. Mo through center. Knows his mates are changing, and he's tied up on the wall anyway. Feeds it deep. Hamilton will slow it down and take a look. PD also starting a line change here. McGill Diaz with a backhand to the line, but picked off and kept in. Another attempt at a clear. And that one does get out. And now Legov tried to push ahead, but they couldn't get to it. But Gullo will move it to Legov. Legov chips into the left side corner. Marcinkiewicz up after it as Houston Wilson hops out now as well. 9:18 to go in the second. We're tied at 1. McGuire back on the left side. He'll send it deep. Razilov rips it around the far side. Marcinkiewicz with a tip. Houston Wilson to center. Runs into a check. Puck turned back over to Monroe. Here's Asp on the left side. He'll get to the stripe at center. In over the line. Leaves it on the left side. Wrist shot. And that one hit a body. Didn't get through. Legcom back after it. Trying to spin away. Ran into the ref there for a moment. And now he'll move it ahead. PD to the attack. They move in right side. Marcinkiewicz with a little backhand feed down low. Cycled right in front. Poked away from Marcinkiewicz, and Della Savita has to come back to center for it. Razilov activating there, trying to make something happen. And now PD pushing back in quickly. Marcinkiewicz, leg cuff slot. Oh, backdoor. Houston Wilson breaks his stick on the one-time attempt. So frustrating. Back the other way, Monroe in with a chance. Dribbles it on goal, and Rutherford plays it away to Wilson. Wilson, his pass picked off by Pick. He sends it to the right side, top of the circle. Back in front, blocked away, and now again attacking. PD up the right side, stepping in. Legcov in, backhand, forehand, he scores! Alex Legcov tucks that one through the wickets on Branch. PD back in the lead, it's 2-1. Legkov's second of the game, his 35th of the year, 11:53 time of the goal. Cutting in from the right side, going across the goal mouth on the backhand, was able to tuck it forehand as he got Branch moving left to right. Boy, that's a huge goal for PD after trading those chances, and credit those saves Parker Rutherford made in the other end, too. Puck dumped in as the fans once again looking for another goal. Puck at the right point. Popoff scores! Jordan Popoff through a screen. He's got his second of the year. 3-1 Icecats. The goals coming only 20 seconds apart. We went from 1-1 to 3-1 PD. And even got the announcement for the second goal out yet. Icecats pushing in again. Near side circle. Elijah Wilson battling for it. On the right wing side, he'll send it around the rim to the left point. Hamilton keeping it in. A centering attempt. Another shot. Bouncing in front. Brandt scrambling. Trying to come up with a loose puck. They score! No, they wave it off. They wave it off. The Icecats should have had another one, but they wave it off. Elijah Wilson had his helmet removed in a scrum in front, and if the referee intended to blow the whistle, there's nothing they're going to be able to do about that one. .7:21 to go here in the second. We should be going to our TV timeout right now, but I don't think we're going to. Well, no, now they are going to go to the break, so we're going to go ahead and do that. 7:21 to go in the second. 3-1 your score. Icecats in the lead. We're back with more in a moment. This is Icecats hockey.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health. Located in West Monroe, we offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Back here on Icecats hockey, second period action presented by Bud Light. As we get another look on the YouTube side and the TV side there at the replay. And, of course, the puck did go in over the line, but the question, and obviously with a face-off coming up to the left of the goaltender Branch here, the answer is that the referee more than likely intended to blow the play dead. And that's not something that's reviewable. Once the ref loses sight of the puck and he decides the play's over, it's over. That's where you'll hear the intent to blow the whistle come into it. But I think that's what happened there. Is the referee decided the play was over, was going to blow the whistle, and that's why there's no goal. So PD in. Here's Hamilton with a shot and a save through traffic by Branch. Lots of bodies in front of him. Legov on the far side. He's tied up. Crowd wanted a penalty call. They're going to get it. Legov in with a shot. He lifts it high. Chopped at over on the far side, and we get the whistle. And Monroe, a couple of times there, I know the fans were looking for a call. They did get one, though, towards the end of the sequence. And so it's going to be a second Chick-fil-A power play for PD. And a little bit different look than when they went on the first one. The slashing call here against, I believe that's Forneris. When they went on the first power play, not a lot of momentum, not a lot going on at that point. But now, PD scored 3 in a row. 13-13 time of the penalty. Well, that sounds unlucky. It is Forneris into the box. And so the Icecats control the faceoff. They try to put one in on goal quickly. It's Monroe a chance to clear here, and down the ice it goes. Elijah Wilson out there with Zychek, Legov, Frolov, and Marcinkiewicz. So 5 forwards on this power play unit. Here comes PD up the left side. Legov around behind the net, leaves it near side Zychek. Zychek flips it up top. Marcinkiewicz. Legov, far dot, back up top, Marcinkiewicz, near dot, Elijah Wilson, a shot, that's blocked. Into the corner, he'll swing it around. Zychek over to the left half wall, Legov waiting for it there. Zychek, Frolov tried it one time, he lost the handle on it, but kept possession, feeds it up top, Marcinkiewicz to his right, back across Legov, top of the circle, across Wilson, can't handle it, settles, feeds it up top, Marcinkiewicz, Legov, back across, pass is tipped out. And down the ice. 1 minute to go on the power play. 5:45 to go here in this second period. 3-1 Icecats. PD up the left side. They'll work it back in again. Here's Houston Wilson with a chance. Had a stick lifted by Moe, and it's cleared down by Turner. Icecats will change up here. And once again, Houston Wilson breaks another stick. That's his second twig of the game. Back comes PD. Puck around the rim, onto the near side, and Moe trying to work it free. Gullo into the pile. McGill Diaz down low, also digging for it, trying to pull it out of the skates of Robinson. Puck moves up. Houston Wilson quickly up top. Hamilton has to deflect that pass to the left side, sends it around to the near wing. Here's Gullo. Gullo, right point, Wilson to Gullo. Gullo on the near half wall to Wilson. Time ticking down to the power play. Wilson, Gullo. Gullo backhands it around, far side, picked off by Asp. Asp is tied up. Puck rolls away from him, but the penalty is over as it's cleared out. Hamilton trying to quickly return it to center. Wilson will step in over the line, tied up by Asp. Gullo there with him. Try to backhand it through his skates. Puck is free. Wilson, he's got help in the slot. Couldn't get it across to Welch. Pick turning it the other way. And boy, it's a good thing that puck was bouncing over there as Robinson out to play it away to the right side. However, Monroe now with a chance in the offensive zone. In for the right point with a shot save made and the rebound, Rutherford. That's controlled to the glass. Hamilton, who's been out there for a minute on the shift. He sends it down. And now a clearing attempt. That hit Welsh, bouncing in the slot area, cleared out ahead. And on the left side, Forneris out of the box. McGill Diaz playing it towards Welsh, who will bring it ahead. Right side, his feed is intercepted. Pick turned it away. Marcinkiewicz, though, getting it right back. Stepping it over the line, Pizzamenti. And now shoved right back out to center. Pick will one-hand it down the ice. And again, PD will regroup here. 3:41 to go in the second period. And now ahead, Marcinkiewicz dangles in. He got through, but the puck went into the left side corner. He goes after it, comes up the wall with it. Still has work in space. Feeds it to Legov. Tried to squeeze it in. Save at the near post by Branch. Pizzamenti trying to work it along, and now it's sent out through center. Icecats have to go back after it. Turn deep. Branch will just leave it there, side of the goal. And the crowd again looking for a little bit of a call there as Elijah Wilson got run into another time. Puck stays in, though, turned over the slot. A shot. Branch out aggressively to make the stop on Frolov. And he'll hang on for a face-off. 2:57 to go in the second. Second period action is presented by Bud Light. PD 3, Monroe 1. This is Icecats hockey.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty Marks here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Back here at Icecats Hockey, 3-1 your score, 2:57 to go in the second period. Tom Callahan here with you with the faceoff coming up to the right of Branch in the Moccasins net. Legov's got 2 in the game, his 34th and 35th of the year. Popoff is second. And Ballant, a power play goal going the other way for the Monroe Moccasins. At the time, that tied the game at 1, but then those 2 goals, Legov and Popoff, coming 20 seconds apart, has really changed the tenor of this second period. Puck is turned back into the PD end, and now up on the left side, Christie peeling away into the corner, trying to work it up the wall. Left point Asp, try to keep it in. That hit a leg. Karam's out and right back in. Swatted away on the near side boards, and well, Stick's getting up a little bit over there. Forneris and McGill Diaz exchanging the business. Puck ends up on the near side. Left point Asp unable to hold it in. That should go for an icing call. Indeed it does. With 2:18 to go in the second. Christie is going to take the draw with Mo lined up directly behind him. He'll try to pull that puck back, and you know, Parker Rutherford's got to work on the gear here, so maybe just clean and stow off escape blades. But he's ready to go out to his right for the faceoff. Puck is pulled back. Nice job there by Zychik on that defensive zone draw as the lead ahead at center. Intended for Frolov, never quite got to him, but now it's brought in on the wing. Zychik sending it deep. Monroe able to work it around the other way. They'll bring it through center. Here's Turner. Turner leaving it off on the right wing side. Fed up to the right point. Matthews looking for a seam, and he put it right into the shin pads there, and with the puck kept in. Good block over there on that far side is Welsh. Not afraid to get in front of that puck. Another bouncer to the right point. Matthews will keep it in off the glass. Around it goes to the far side corner. 3-1 your score. 1:37 to go here in the second. Cleared out by PD. They're going to go to the line change here. And now a turnover in the slot, battling for it, but Frolov couldn't pull it away from 3 white jerseys. Hamilton's going to back up, feed Popoff on the right side, and now ahead comes Houston Wilson. Wedging into the left side corner. Puck down over there. Legov tried to send it towards Wilson, picked off, but Wilson deflects it away and gets it back on the right side. Legov on the near corner. Legov looking up top with it, wheels all the way towards the point, fed around the wall, and now a centering feed for Wilson from Marcinkiewicz. Didn't get through. Mo will jam it off the dasher. That will be an icing call. 51.5 seconds to go here in the second period. 3-1 your score. PD in the lead. It's going to be Wilson in for the face-off against Ballant. Wilson trying to go ahead with it. Ballant ends up pushing it out of the zone, but it's turned over. Marcinkiewicz back in. His pass was deflected away, and now left side sent into the PD end of things. That does allow Monroe to finish their change here as Houston Wilson on the puck to the line, and Asp kicks it out of the air and keeps it in. There's a nifty little bit of footwork right there, but now the Icecats push ahead. Right-siders Wilson rolling puck, settles into the slot, but that's picked off and right back the other way, but turned right over to Marcinkiewicz. And Marcinkiewicz will push in. Left side, he cuts wide, looking for some help. Feeds it behind the net, leaves it on the near side, but the pass Scoots away, and Forneris back the other way for Monroe. Has McGuire with him, weaves with him to the left side. His wrist shot back across the grain, missed, and goes up towards the right point. And that'll do it for the period. So PD, after having the game tied back up at 1, with a very quick power play goal out of the Monroe Moccasins, that could have let some of the air out of the balloon, especially when you look at yesterday's game and know that that was such a disappointing end for them. But nope, 2 goals in 20 seconds, and it went from 1-1 to 3-1, and now the Icecats are heading off 40 minutes into it with a 2-goal cushion. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up the scoring from that second period, and we'll also get inside the numbers for you. Plus, we're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, not only in the league today, but also busy in the National Hockey League for a Sunday. And, of course, it's March Madness time, so make sure you got your brackets ready. Second period intermission report brought to you by Yokohama Tires. We'll be back with more in just a moment. This is Icecats Hockey.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty and Mark's here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mock.
Back here on Icecats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you.
Welcome back in, everybody, to the Moccasins and Icecats game here on a lovely Sunday evening. Icecats definitely had a little different period than they did in the first, jumping out to a 3-goal period here. Just 5 minutes in, first goal was scored by Alex Legov. That shot came in right over the shoulder of Chris Branch. That took a 1-0 Icecats lead. That goal was assisted by Jordan Popoff and Patrikas Marcinkovic. Then the Moccasins answered pretty quickly thereafter. They got a power play. They went on, and at the 13-19 mark, on their rush back, the Mocs definitely even the score. Andrew Blount put one past Parker Rutherford, glove side for his 22nd of the season, assisted by Branch and Ferneras. Branch had left the crease to go out into the corner to go play the puck and got a little tangled up with the Icecats forward, but was able to get the puck free eventually, and puck sprang out to Blount, who was quickly up the rush and got the equalizer there. We were knotted up at 1. Later that period, Lekrov, and as a goaltender too, you don't want to be caught too far out, and he was really out in no man's land, but luckily the defense took care of the puck, was able to get it out of the way. Nice backhand from Carlos Ferneras to spring Blount. Blount was streaking right up the wing, was able to blow past 2 PD Icecat defenders and whip the puck right past the glove side of Parker Rutherford. That's the one that evened the score, knotted up at 1. And later in the period, Legkrov strikes again with a backhand forehand goal, and that one was unassisted, beating Chris Branch for goal number 2, his second of the game. Now he's on a hat trick watch here. Quickly thereafter, just 20 seconds to be exact, Jordan Popoff scores his 3rd of the year. This one came, like I said, just 20 seconds after that initial one from Legkrov. That assist came to Nick Gullo. Down the stretch, Chris Branch had to make some really big saves moving on forward. The Icecats had the offensive flurry, but were not able to score once again after that. That would be it for the second period. 3-1 as the Icecats lead. 16-10 shots on goal total in favor of the Moccasins. However, the goals are telling a little different story. A little different story from last night's game where the Moccasins had the 5-2 victory. As you look across the league in the other game that was going on this afternoon, the Twin City Thunderbirds took care of the Biloxi Breakers 6-3. That is the final, which brings the Breakers further down in the basement of the Continental, and it brings the Twin City Thunderbirds a little closer to the PD Icecats for that number 4 slot in the playoff race. Like I said, we're going to have one heck of a little playoff race between 3 and 4, 4 and 5 trying to get in. And, of course, our 1 and 2. The Moccasins looking to get a couple more here, tie it up. You got to get a quick goal here in the 3rd period and try to get an equalizer thereafter, get some momentum to be switched over. Try to tie this one up and salvage what you got here right now. 3-1, not too insurmountable. There's plenty of time left, another 20 minutes of hockey remaining. Moccasins should be okay, and we look forward to next weekend's game. We'll talk about that in the post-game show. But right now, enjoy the view of the Zamboni, and we will get back to you and see you at the post-game show wrap-up. This is Moccasins Hockey.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty Marks here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only Ultra-G anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty Marks here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health, located in West Monroe. We offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Hey Moccasin fans, when it comes to staying strong, healthy, and full of energy all season long, your hometown team isn't the only one leading the way. At Fiesta on 18th, we're your local go-to for all things health-related. From vitamins and herbs to natural supplements and groceries, we've got what your body needs to perform at its best. Stop by Fiesta on 18th, where health meets hometown pride. Proud corporate sponsor of your Moccasins hockey, because healthy living is always a win.
At M3 Physio, you can see a doctor of physical therapy first, no referral needed. Combining expert orthopedic manual therapy and dry needling with cutting-edge tools like Normatec compression and the area's only AlterG anti-gravity treadmill, we create a game plan built on movement, hands-on care, and motivation to get you back faster, stronger. From Monroe Moccasin athletes to anyone being held back by pain, M3 Physio meets you where you are and pushes you to the next level. M3 Physio is proud to be the official physical therapist of the Monroe Moccasins.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Do you want to feel better and perform better and get back to doing the things you enjoy? Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kyle Nix at Twin City Chiropractic. If pain or injury have got you down, we provide long-term solutions to get you back to 100%. Our services include chiropractic care, spinal rehab and traction, deep tissue laser, and Normatec compression. If you're an athlete, weekend warrior, work on a computer all day, or even involved in an auto accident, we can help your body perform at its best. Feel better, perform better at Twin City Chiropractic. We're located at 1117 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
Well, hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Marty and Mark's Jewelers here in West Monroe. Tommy and I, we want to welcome you guys to our store and come in and see what we got.
Come on in.
And look, if you need something for your sweetie, we got pre-owned Rolexes. We've got some nice fine jewelry right here. Rings, engagement rings, Glock watches. So come by and see us for all your jewelry needs, watch needs, and watch repair or jewelry repair. We offer it all right here at Marty Marks here in West Monroe and Antique Alley.
And we are back on Icecats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. You can see a lot of folks have the cell phone flashlight going here. And it looks very cool in the arena with the red lights. I don't know if it's got quite the same effect at home, but boy, a great crowd on hand here for this Sunday evening continuation of the game that was postponed, suspended from Friday night. And as we head into this third period, presented by Pepsi, it's 3-1, Icecats in the lead. And boy, everybody loves air drumming along with In the Air Tonight. They always love that. I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you I've done the same thing a few times. All right. Chris doing his best to get everybody fired up to start this third period, but I tell you what, they might not need it in here because there's so much at stake in this final 20. PD's got the 2-goal lead, and they're going to roll right to left on your radio dial. Want to say hi to all of our radio listeners on Cumulus Radio, our official broadcast partner. And you can pick up PD Icecats hockey on 100.5 FM right here in Florence. But if you're traveling around the PD, you can also catch us on Cumulus in Myrtle Beach, in North Charleston, and in Columbia, South Carolina as well. Cumulus Radio, the official broadcast partner of PD Icecats hockey. Icecats hockey also brought to you in part by Sports Clips, the official hair cutter of Aiden Mulholland, M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printing partner, and Seminar Brewery, the official craft beer partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the third goal of the Icecats scored by Jordan Buckman, the second assist was from 28, Benjamin.
So they just announced they have added an assist on the Icecats' third goal to Pizzamenti. So it's Pizzamenti and Gullo on the pop-off goal. We are underway for third period action. And Monroe trying to move it out, but it's kept in left point. A shot coming in, blocked, chance for the rebound, and that one is taken away there. Frankel off the glass. He'll move it down the ice. No icing here. Popoff has to come back for it. Popoff lost his side of the net. Knocked it away, though. Nice job to recover. And he'll get to center. He'll fire it around the rim. Welsh moving up in the forecheck. Gullo on the right side as well. That hits a leg, stays on the right wing, but pops free in the Moccasins. Able to move it to center. PD on the regroup here, left side. And the Icecats go to the change as Hamilton will dump it in. Sargent getting it back around the rim. Took a weird kick off the puck board. Benefits Monroe. They break up the right side now. Ballant leaving it off onto the wall, but turned over to McGill Diaz. A little flip high in the air. Glove down Matthews at center. Turning it back into the PD end of things. Chopped right back to center. Left siders Frolov picks it up off the dasher, flips it in on goal. Steered aside there casually by Branch, but the puck behind the net stolen back. And now it is cleared ahead, but still not out of the zone. Nice job by PD to keep it in. They'll rip it around to the near side. Matthews looking up the wall, feeding it ahead into space, and it is banked towards Forneris. He'll feed it onto the wing, cutting over a shot wide of the net on Rutherford is McGuire. Going all the way to the bench now, and that whole line is just going to say, hey, let's change things up here. Tip back in the other way, kept in at the line. No, not kept in at the line. Offside whistle coming 1:43 into the third period, 3-1. PD. Face off in front of the Icecats bench. And it's going to be Houston Wilson out there with Marcinkiewicz and Legov. Draw one back, Della Savita. Pressured, plays it right across his own goal mouth to Razilov. Razilov tipping it on. Marcinkiewicz not out. Razilov will have to deal with it again. Puck on the near side. Christie tying it up on the boards, but he lost it there. Marcinkiewicz across, pass is deflected into the Icecats bench. All the fans want a souvenir back there. And I tell you what, one of the hardest things to do is throw a puck while wearing a hockey glove and not actually throw your glove. Because you have to open your fingers, obviously, to release the puck. But sometimes when you do that, the glove will fly off with it. That's an underrated skill right there, to be able to throw that puck wearing a glove. If it were me, I just would have had to take the mitt off and toss it to the fan. So, Monroe trying to move the puck out of their own end. Pick up the wall, does roll at the center, but it's jammed back the other way. A bouncer there, back to the line. And Houston Wilson in with it to his left, along the blue line. He'll wheel down into the corner, side of the goal. Marcinkiewicz back towards Wilson. Legov comes over to help out. He falls. And the puck out to center. Had a couple of people fall over on that left wing side. Don't know if there's something going on over there or what. Razilov with the puck now turned over right in front. A chance, and what a stop by Rutherford. Point blank on Mo. That's his best stop of the game. Puck at the right point. That shot, oh, that one hit Houston Wilson. That buckled him. A little slow to get up, but he's all right. He'll try to skate it off. Mo up on Legov. Puck ends up back with the Moccasins D. Mo with the line had to wheel back Turner. The play would have been offside otherwise, so Turner goes all the way back into his own end. That allows PD to change the defense. Turner on the left side with a drive and a backhand. Stopped at the right post by Rutherford. He'll hang on. 3:23 into the third period. 3-1 your score. Icecats in the lead. Let's see, PD is going to put out Hamilton and McGill Diaz on defense. And then it's going to be Frolov, Elijah Wilson, and Zychik. Zychik able to win the draw back, just so good in the circle. That allows PD to clear it out to center. Back the other way, though, quickly in Monroe. Puck is dumped in behind the net. Fornaris can't catch up with it. McGill Diaz trying to one-hand it up the wall. Each time it escaped him. And so now it'll be backhanded out of there by Zychek. And again, out to center. Monroe can't hang on to it. Back in. Here come the Icecats. Frolov, long shot, looking for the tip in front. That one went just wide. McGill Diaz on a rolling puck at the right point. He'll throw it around the rim. Tipped right in front, a shot, and Branch just save on the doorstep. He'll hold on. Takes it right in the chest protector as that one blackens the eye of the Moccasin. 4 minutes into the third period. 3-1, PD in the lead. Legov has scored twice in this game. Popoff has his second of the year. And Ballant with the goal. Power play marker is 22nd for Monroe. Face-off will be to the left of the Moccasins' cage. Great crowd on hand here on this Sunday, and there's a chance in on goal. Branch's save and a one-handed effort there. And Monroe quickly back the other way. Moccasins try to break in on the left wing side, attempting to put the puck in front. Christie has to chase to the left side corner, and he's pinned up over there. But the puck free, and now again, ahead comes Pizzamenti. He'll dump it into the right side. Dasher. Branch out to handle it behind the net. Flings a backhand up the near side. Puck is sent over to the far wall now. And up the boards off a leg. Not out. Nice job to keep it in on that right wing side there by Welsh. Gives it to Gullo. High slot. Gullo feeding the left point. Abdella's shot up high. And that one ends up out of play. So another offensive zone draw here. Coming up for the Icecats. Nice to see that PD has come out and kept the momentum going forward here in the third period. It's definitely an important thing for them to start this Pepsi third period. Don't like that face-off. We're going to try it again. And it'll be controlled by the Icecats. And behind the net, Marcinkiewicz trying to send it over to the right side, and instead it's intercepted by the Moccasins. They'll come in on the right wing side. Ballant trying to cut in front, and a rolling puck right across the goal mouth. Shot blocked there. Nice job by Hamilton. Now quickly back. Here's Legov moving in, cutting in, and he's caught from behind. Great defensive play there to break that chance up. A puck at the left point. It's kept in by Hamilton. A centering attempt, Marcinkiewicz with a shot. That one is blocked, comes down to the left side corner. Behind the net, Marcinkiewicz in front, a shot, they score! There's the hat trick! Legov will not be denied in this one. His 36th goal of the season as the hats come down. Alex Legov and Patrick Marcinkiewicz picks himself up a playmaker with his 3rd assist. Now we just need to get Jordan Popoff a fight so he can get his Gordie Howe hat trick. Love that. The dad picking up the young fan so she can toss the hat on the ice. Gotta love that. Wearing her Nick Gullo Flamingos jersey. Yeah, they'll scoop the hats up off the ice. A couple more just keep landing out there. Some fans have a little bit longer way to go to get a hat down there on the ice that they could toss out there, but they do. And here's the call, the goal. Robinson also picking up a helper on that one. Picked back in, though, with a backhand try that goes wide. And now quickly back the other way. Welsh fighting his way through center with a rolling puck. He is upended. No call coming there as the puck cleared out. Monroe in on the right side. And that was, there we go, offside. Whistled down. Christie a little upset at that one, but Pick beat him into the zone by a stride or two. That's going to get us to a break. 5:46 into period number 3, presented by Pepsi. It's now 4-1, PD in the lead. This is Icecats hockey. Alexander Legov has the hat trick here tonight as we come back. Third period action presented by Pepsi. 4-1 Icecats in the lead. 5:44 into the third. Face-off coming up just outside the PD blue line. Pizzamenti, Gullo, and Welsh out there with Abdella and Popoff on the points. Popoff's got a goal and an assist in tonight's game. As pushing ahead on the left side, here comes Pizzamenti. In over the line with a wrist shot. That one missed on the glove side. A bouncer around the right wing. Welsh in the corner. Centering attempt. Ends up at the left point. Sent down low by Abdella. Wide of the net. Maybe looking for a tip there. Gullo on the right side. To the line. Popoff able to keep it in up top as Gullo was buried in the corner there, but he's all right. Got to keep an eye on that. As I said, the score would dictate whether or not this game got worse as far as the physical nature. Gullo knocked down again, but Welsh on the puck looking to feed it up top, and he fed it a little too far. Down it goes. It is possible that we see things, shall we say, pick up a little here. Back on the left side, here's Frolov trying to work his way in over the line. He gets run into over there. Puck across, and now a chance. Asp will skate it at least to center. His pass hit a leg, and at the line, play is onside. Okay, they'll continue it. Now Della Savita back up the right wing, looking to lead it ahead. Intercepted by Monroe. Ballant letting the puck go back in as the crowd a little upset at the officials, but it wouldn't be a hockey game if whatever crowd was not upset at the officials. I actually think tonight's game hasn't been badly officiated. So they've, for the most part, just let the boys play. Now, of course, down the stretch, as I mentioned, if it starts getting a little crazy out there, they may have to step in. Moccasins looking to move it ahead. Pass deflects back to the PD defense, and now quickly ahead on the left side, stretching for it, Legov. Boy, he's feeling it tonight. You can tell. On the left side, he is wrapped up pretty good by Asp. Asp down, but Legov cuts back out with the puck. Leaves it for Houston Wilson. He walks it in front. Wilson through a screen. Shot hit a skate. Ends up in the left corner. Legov on it. Trying to drive in front, and Asp pulls him down, and there you go. There's the penalty call. That was pretty much a tackle on that one. Asp will go into the box for holding. 7:50, 5-0 time of the penalty. Well, you figured it was coming at some point. And I think in a way, Monroe was kind of testing to see how much they were going to continue to get away with, because they were getting away with a little bit. So the Icecats on to the Chick-fil-A power play for the third time tonight, where they're 0 for 2. Face off to the right of the Moccasins. Goal is kept in as PD will go to work setting it up. Right side, Houston Wilson to the back door. Tipped wide by Marcinkiewicz around the rim. They'll try to work it up top. And now Houston Wilson across, leaving it on the left wing. Now to the right point, Hamilton walks down to the dot. Up top to Wilson, off his skate. Slides it over to the near side. Shot coming in. Save made in front. Rebound. Branch the save again, and he covers. Face-off will come to his right. PD will switch out the power play unit. 29 seconds in. 8:20 gone here in the third. So now Zychek, Frolov, Legov, Marcinkiewicz. And I believe Elijah Wilson out there with this unit. Here's Marcinkiewicz on the left side, getting it back quickly to the left point. He'll dance down the left wall, put it up top. Legov back to Marcinkiewicz. Legov at the dot, feeds it down low. Zychek to Legov. Up top, Marcinkiewicz to his right. Back across the green. Legov shot, he scores! Legov's got 4, and a power play goal makes it 5-1. Well, I know they don't work on Sunday, but maybe there's some Chick-fil-A in your future. Legov, 34, 35, 36, and now 37 goals on the year. A 4-goal game for Alex Legov. And guess what? With that, he's now just 1 goal off the league lead. Held in part by his teammate, Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Unbelievable. PD finally also with a power play goal. Frankel into the right side corner. Puck behind the net, pop off. Right side, Welch looking ahead. Pass tipped on, and driving in on that left wing side is Robinson with a shot. Finds shin pads. Moccasins will turn back the other way. And trying to walk in. Nice job by Abdella to stand his man up and just knocks Christie down off the puck. I think the hitting will continue to pick up here in this one. Elot back for it. His lead pass ahead onto the right side. And Christie falling as he tried to get after the puck, got back up, did a nice job to wrap up in the corner here while his mates are changing. And he looks to center, goes right to the side of the net. Rutherford will hang on to that puck. 9:40 into this first period. It's now 5-1 Icecats, and the fans absolutely loving it. Now, unfortunately, last time they scored a power play goal on a Sunday, We did not end up with our Chick-fil-A rewards, but might not today. But it's nice to see the power play goal. And especially Legov, a 4-goal game, just outstanding. This will be an icing. But you just feel like this has been a long time coming for Alex Legov. We've seen the flashes of brilliance, the really nice individual efforts, the goal scored, but boy, you just felt like he had a big one like this somewhere in the offing, and tonight's the night. Draw to the right of Rutherford. And it's slapped at Razilov, trying to bounce that one ahead. Zychik will move ahead with it. In on the right wing. Dennis Zychik on the backhand. Stops in the right half wall. Feeding it up to the point. Razilov across. And his wrister. Pinballs over. And a shot. Ripped back the other way. Ends up at the left point again with Razilov. Razilov behind the net. Wilson trying to squirt his way free. That's Elijah Wilson on the far side. Elijah Wilson into the slot. Turnaround shot by Frolov in the same branch. Still the chance here. Puck at the right point with a drive. That is ripped wide. Down for the left side. Della Savita trying to cover. He keeps it in momentarily. And now Monroe's going to try to stretch here a little bit. There's a centering attempt, but that went off a skate and out to center. Gerstein tried to play it across, and now quickly ahead is Frolov. Frolov driving in on the left side with a wrist shot. That went off a leg, goes in behind the net. He'll scoot off the ice to finish the change for that line. And now PD backing up into a defensive posture here. Certainly they want to finish this game off as strongly as possible on the defensive side. They've got the goals they need. They just have to see it home here. Now just under 9 minutes to go in the third as it skips off the glass down the ice, and Marcinkiewicz will beat out an icing. Marcinkiewicz into the right side corner. Sends it across the slot. Hamilton couldn't get there in time. And now back the other way. Here comes Monroe. Puck into the left side corner. Fornaris after it. Looking for a little bit of help. The pile forms on the wall. Right back into the skates. Pulling it out. Try to put it up the near side, and now left off on the wing. Here's Marcinkiewicz. He'll dump it in from there. Then go around the rim to get it himself onto the left side. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Legov over there looking. Marcinkiewicz feeding it to Gullo. Gullo, Marcinkiewicz to Gullo. Gullo looking in front. Marcinkiewicz on the left side. Marcinkiewicz. Gullo behind the net. Out in front. Back to Marcinkiewicz as they'll wheel it around. Marcinkiewicz into the slot. Back on the right side. Cuts back. Leaves for Legov. Legov cutting into the high slot area. Backdoor feed. Tipped away before the shot was taken. Marcinkiewicz wheeling out there. All the way across the blue line up top. Legov on the right side. Legov curls back up top. Fed into the slot, Marcinkiewicz. Up top looking for Legov, poked away, and now race the other way. Monroe's got an odd man situation. Here they come on the right side, and what a nice defensive play there. Good read by Jordan Popoff to break it up. Now a chance and a shoulder save. Turner on the rebound. Monroe continuing to press. Boy, don't let the Moccasins get back into the game. Near dot, Elot with a shot and a save, Rutherford. He'll hold on, and now Abdella wrestling at the far side, but the linesman will get in there quickly. 7:18 to go here in the third. 5-1 your score. We'll take a break and come back with more third period action presented by Pepsi. This is Icecats Hockey.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health. Located in West Monroe, we offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
7:18 to go here in the third. 5-1 PD in the lead. Face-off coming up to the left of Parker Rutherford. Pizzamenti in for the draw across from Mo. And, here we go. There it is. Jordan Popoff and Rasmus Aspen. They're going to go to center. As they look to square off here. Popoff in with the left. Asp will try to oblige him, and now they're just going to throw the rights. Asp is coming in with the rights as his helmet pops off. He goes for Popoff's helmet. Popoff back with rights of his own. Asp trying to come underneath. Popoff back the other way. They tie up and down to the ice they go. Well, Popoff hit his head on the ice there when he went down. And he's going to go head into the penalty box there, leaking a little bit. But Jordan Popoff gets his Gordie Howe hat trick, and he's as tough as they come. And Rasmus Asp obliging him as well. He's also a tough customer. And, I mean, say what you want when the boys decide, either they're going to go buckets off ahead of time or they get pulled off in the course of a fight, which does happen. But that is the danger behind it, is you can end up hitting your head on the ice. And I think Popoff's going to have to go off to the locker room for repairs here. Hopefully it's nothing worse than a cut on the head. And he gives the fans the heart symbol on his way off, certainly appreciating them. And he heads back into the locker room, and he'll get some zippers, and they'll clean up the ice here, and we'll get back underway. 7:15 to go in the third. So that's it. Goal and assist in a fight tonight for Jordan Popoff, and if I had to guess, that's probably the end of his evening. He wouldn't be able to come back until 2:15 left in the third anyway, and that's probably that. They try to scrape the snow over there. And Asp also might be done. He is no longer in the penalty box, so Rasmus Asp might also be out. That was a pretty good tilt, though. They were just out there throwing them. Kudos to both of those guys. This does give me a chance to tell you that PD Icecats hockey brought to you by Battle LP, the official fuel provider powering the Olympia, White Swan Dry Cleaning, the official dry cleaners, by Palmetto Smiles, the official dentist, and by CLC Transportation, the official travel partner. Want to remind everybody that April 4th is our final home game of the regular season, coming up here 2 weeks from now against the Twin City Thunderbirds. Star Wars night here in the building, and our thanks to Southco for making it possible. We appreciate them. All of the proceeds from Star Wars night go to benefit ALS of South Carolina. That's going to be fantastic. We look forward to that. It's also going to be fan appreciation night. That's going to be fantastic. We love you guys. Appreciate you so much for the support you've given PD Icecats hockey all season long. So thank you so much for that. As they do both get 5 for fighting, and again, Asp not in the box either. Not sure if they're going to tack on any more than those 5s, but we'll see. If anything else does occur, we will let you know here. And now Forneris is hurt off that faceoff. He's having a hard time getting out of the zone. He does, and he's going to keep his shift going. Feeding it ahead onto the left side as it's pushed into the corner. Ballant up after it. And it's cleared back out the other way. Zychik up on the right side after a rolling puck. Has help in the slot. Gets it over. There's a shot. Oh, just missing on that far post. Elijah Wilson was looking for it. And now Hamilton turning it back up the left side. Zychik into the left wing corner. And now Monroe trying to move it to center. There's a shot coming in, fought off by Rutherford. Rebound up front. Oh, and Rutherford jumps up to snatch it. And hangs on there with 6:17 to go in the third. Wilson looking for the face-off here. Houston Wilson, that is. And it's pushed back. Mo lost it. Marcinkiewicz will tip it out of the zone. And it's sent back in around the rim. Della Savita, left side. Marcinkiewicz on to Wilson. Back to Marcinkiewicz. Tried to force a pass through traffic. Turned away. Razalov on it. Razalov runs into a check at center. And now Legov looking for a little bit of room. Peels back to center. Pushed up on the left side. Marcinkiewicz cutting in over the line. Marcinkiewicz with a shot. Save Branch. Rebound! And a good save coming to his left. Branch with the glove. He robs Houston Wilson. Boy, that puck went right out to Wilson at the far dot, and he's looking at the ceiling a little bit. But just a great stop by Branch with 5:42 left to go in the third. Face-off will be to the left of the Moccasins net. One directly back, shot coming in, save made Branch. That one actually might have hit his defender, made it a little more difficult than it needed to be. Puck not out of the zone yet. Welsh can't keep it in though, now it's out. Ends up at center, pushed ahead by Pizzamenti. Turning back with it, Dorsey. Dorsey going over to the far side, and now Monroe offside at the line. Face-off will come outside the PD blue line. Gullo out with Pizzamenti and Welsh. Abdella now out there with Hamilton as PD down to just 5 deep. By the way, Rasmus Asp has returned to the penalty box for Monroe, so should be just 5 for fighting for both. But Popoff, of course, needing a little medical attention there. And so his night likely done as Welsh moving it up on the right side. He comes in over the line with a chance in on goal. Steered aside by Branch. On to the left side. Abdella pinching down, trying to keep it going. Puck at the line, not out. Gullo with a shot, and that one off a skate into the corner. Gullo broke his stick on the play. He'll head to the bench for a change. Pizzamenti on the left side, trying to keep it alive. Dorsey feeding it around to the far side. And now PD. Right side, a bouncer towards the point, poked back down by Razalov. Puck does not stay in. They have to vacate the zone. They'll head to the change anyway. Monroe will do the same. 4:37 to go in the third. Dumped in wide of Rutherford. Scooped off the glass by Miguel Diaz just over the blue line. Sent right back in, right to him. They'll go left side to Zychik. Zychik with a pass across, deflected on ahead. Turner sending it back. Miguel Diaz will move in with it. Left wing side. Miguel Diaz to the top of the wrist shot. Blocker save there. Puck right off the glass, came back down and almost in front of the net. Played away to the left point. Della Savita holding it in, but honestly, that was a really nice aware play by Matcham there. Puck at the right point, a drive, and that one is sent wide. And now around to the left side. Della Savita unable to keep it in, bounced out to center. Miguel Diaz trying to backhand it ahead, chopped in from there, and the puck bouncing back the other way. And again, Della Savita steps up, left side. He'll try to move it ahead, looking for Legov. He's already got 4. Can he get a 5th? Here's Della Savita around behind the net to Houston Wilson. Wilson into the slot. That one tipped away to the far corner. 3:35 to go here in the third. 5-1. PD in the lead. Legov with 4 goals tonight. Jordan Popoff the other. Razalov at his own line. Played ahead. Here's Houston Wilson. Up on the wing. Left side. Marcinkiewicz with him. He'll leave it for him. Marcinkiewicz around behind the net. Delays out the far side. Cycles into the corner. And now a backhand wraparound. Legov wheels back the other way. Legov. Marcinkiewicz for Legov. Legov pestered, cutting, still has it. Up top at the blue line. And now he's forced out. Back across, Marcinkiewicz has to wait. Wilson clears the zone. He feeds it to him. Wilson into the slot. Legov directed it towards the net but couldn't hang on. Matcham thought about giving it to the goalie. Took it back. Legov right side. Puck cleared out to center. Hamilton on it there, and he'll play it back across. And PD offside at the line. That's going to get us to our final break of the period with 2:40 to go here in the third. 5-1 Icecats in the lead. We're back with more in a moment. This is Icecats hockey.
The hockey has returned to Monroe.
Hockey is back on the Bayou. City officials and franchise officials say this is a win-win situation on and off the ice.
Save big when you join the Top Dog family. Check out our memberships today on our app or our website, and as always, go Mocs.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
All right, so they've just announced it in-house. And it is now official with today's combined final attendance of 7,426, which has 6,153 from Friday and 1,273 new attendees today. The PD Icecats have now set the all-time FPHL single-season attendance record with an annual attendance of 126,841, with still one game to go on April 4th. And the previous record, 126,532 for a full season, held by tonight's opponent, the Monroe Moccasins. That is absolutely fantastic. In an inaugural season, the Icecats setting the league single-season attendance record. And April 4th, Star Wars night, tell me that building won't be packed. Looking forward to that as well. That's going to be an awful lot of fun. Welsh at center will push it in over the line. Whoop, here we go in behind the plane. Miguel Diaz is getting some attention, and now that's going to draw a pile with 2:11 left to go here. So everybody coming over to do some serious milling around. I don't know if they're going to call anything out of this. I would assume we're going to get at least a little something. Hamilton into the box. Miguel Diaz into the box. Frankel into the box. Looks like we're going to get more than a little something. .17:44 time of all of these penalties. Well, Hamilton came over to stick up for Miguel Diaz, and they both go into the box. Frankel and Miguel Diaz was the original, I don't even want to say altercation, because there really wasn't anything going on there. They were just kind of holding on to each other and getting a little feisty about it. No punches were thrown, just a lot of shoving. It will result in a Moccasins power play. They're 1-for-1. So back to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill here for your PD Icecats. They're still sorting it out over there. Gullo is an unhappy camper, I can tell you that. He's parked over there at the circle, and now they're going to... Let's see, Gullo's got whatever the information is. He's going to go relay to the bench. And whatever it is, it's still a power play for the Monroe Moccasins. 5-1 PD here with 2:16 to go. We'll pick up the call here in just a minute. Face off to the right of Rutherford, and here it is, actually.
Now entering the Austin Association for the next professional Icecats. Number 2, Jake Hamilton,
So everybody got roughing all the way around. So, on to that Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. And it's turned over to Houston Wilson. He's up with Marcinkiewicz. Wilson tried to feed it towards Marcinkiewicz, but didn't get much on it. And Christie back for the puck. Monroe up on the right side. They'll try to turn it deep. It's sent back the other way by Abdella. Branch will leave it there for Christie. Down to a minute and a half to go. And this crowd very excited. Here's a shot in. A save by Rutherford as he nabs that shot by Gerstein. You know what? We haven't talked much about Parker Rutherford in this game, but he's had a very good outing. He's made some high degree of difficulty saves and really kept PD in a spot where they could continue to build that cushion. And, of course, what can you say? Alex Legov tonight. 4 goals. Face off, scoop back behind the net. Dorsey over there after it. Della Savita trying to dig it over there as well. The pile forms in the far side corner. Pick will swing it around to the right side. Matthews backs up for it. Is Rister through traffic. Save Rutherford. Rebound. He made the stop of the right pad. Another chance of that one is blocked into the netting. Della Savita getting a tap on the shin pads from his goaltender for that shot block. And Rutherford made back-to-back stops in the early part of that as well. So the penalty kill. Trying to get through the last 46 seconds of this roughing call against Miguel Diaz. Under a minute to go now in this hockey game, as it's played ahead by PD and down the ice by Zychik. As we count it down. Monroe bringing the puck ahead on the right side. Matthews in over the line. Around it goes onto the left wing. Dorsey couldn't get to it. Forneris over there. Ends up at the left point. Turner lost it in space, and now pushing ahead, and now wheeling back is Zychik. Just running the clock down here. 10 seconds ago until Miguel Diaz is out of the box, and so it'll be sent down, and it'll be Matthews again after it. Just 15 seconds to go in the game now. Pick at center. Feeding it onto the right wing side. McGuire backing up into the corner. Back to 5-on-5. Puck goes in front. Dorsey with a chance of the off angle and a glove save. Rutherford to put the cherry on the sundae. 4.4 seconds to go. And this one into the win column for the PD Icecats. So they do get a split here against Monroe. And more importantly, they win it in regulation. As the puck down, time will tick down, and this game is over. So the magic number shrinks to 11. As Dorsey wants a piece of anyone in a baby blue jersey, but he's not going to get it. And the linesman getting in there and escorting him away. But a huge win tonight for the PD Icecats. 5-1 your final. And now it's time for the Gorget Distilling postgame show. So stay tuned for that. We'll have it for you coming up here on the other side of the break. 5-1, PD wins. We'll be back to wrap it up. A final look back at the out-of-town scoreboard and a whole lot more coming your way on Icecats Hockey.
Not hearing as clearly as you used to? Let advanced audiology and hearing aids be your partner in better hearing. Whether you need a simple ear cleaning, custom hearing protection, or guidance in choosing the best hearing aid from one of our trusted brands, our friendly experts are here to help you every step of the way. Hear better, live better, starting today.
Experience the peak of healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health. Located in West Monroe, we offer comprehensive healthcare services for the entire family. Our exceptional facility provides primary care, behavioral health services, in-house pharmacy, x-ray capabilities, and much more. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance. No matter your insurance situation, everyone is welcome. Discover accessible, inclusive, and complete healthcare at Pinnacle Family Health.
Welcome back in, everybody. This was definitely not the outcome we expected tonight. Not the one we were looking forward to. Quick little recap here on the evening. Game 2 of this series, which was really game 1. Very confusing. But there wasn't a lot of action in the first period between the two teams. But the second period was a complete different story, where Legov opened up the scoring just at 5:15 in the period, scoring his 34th of the season. Then the Moccasins would have a really quick answer about a minute and a half later with an Andrew Ballant power play goal, his 22nd of the season, with Branch and Fanaras with the assists. Just over 5 minutes later, PD would then grab the go-ahead goal with another tally by Legov, his second of the night and his 35th of the season. Just 20 seconds thereafter, the Icecats would then answer with a goal by Jordan Popoff, assisted by Nick Gullo at 12:10 in the second period. 3-1 Icecats had the lead after 2. Shots on goal was 16-10 Moccasins. Start of the third period, Legov strikes again for goal number 3, a hat trick. Goal number 36 on the season on his 25-26 campaign. This all coming at 5:15 mark of the third period. Then 2 more minutes, then a few minutes later, then Rasmus Asp would then get a holding call. 50 seconds into the penalty, Legov, his show continued with goal number 4 of the night, number 37 on the year. This one put the Cats up 5-1 at this point. Chris Branch had to make several huge saves down the stretch and try to keep this one as close as possible, but no avail. The final score, Icecats take this one from the Moccasins, 5-1. Rutherford moves to 8-7, 0-1. Branch 3-1. Moccasins fall 32-9, 4-2-0. Still 105 points, second place in the Continental. Now, the Moccasins are going to travel back over to the Columbus River Dragons home there for a 2-game series versus the River Dragons, Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday, the Moccasins are going to scoot on over to Athens for another Sunday contest versus the Rock Lobsters. However, we're going to have another quick turnaround too, and the Moccasins will have another game in Athens against the Crustaceans on Tuesday. Most likely, this is going to be the most interesting part of our schedule for the season. It's going to be a steady dose of Columbus and Athens from here on out to the last game of the season. We need to get some of these guys healthy. We need to get some support out there and some scoring. But that's really going to do it from Florence, South Carolina here. We thank everybody listening tonight on KNOE, YouTube, and 103 Rocks on the radio side. For Troy Savannah, this is Pete Furcano. As we said, no Joseph Furcano tonight. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We know you did not enjoy the outcome, but the final score, 5-1, PD over Monroe. We'll see you guys all again on Friday. Have a good week. So long, everybody.